Selected, rook g8, hitting the bishop. Now, where to put the bishop? I'm a little bit concerned that he may be able to get some activity with his knight. I don't want him doing that, especially on knight to b4, hitting my rook, and maybe bringing his bishop back from g4 to f5, hitting my c pawn. So I think I'll go bishop to the unusual c3, and that covers both the b4 and the a5 squares for his knight move. Yep, I like that. Bishop back, c3.
Right, bishop to c3. I didn't expect that. Not sure. Do I play bishop takes e2, bishop takes rook? No, I keep as many pieces on as I can. Bishop to e6.
Intelligent move. Bishop back to e6, hitting my rook. I've got to keep the pressure on him at all times. I read a book once where it said that if you have to retreat, always try to attack a piece so that you know what the next guy's move is going to be, whatever happens. So I'm going to play rook d3, knowing full well that he's got to move his bishop on e3. Not sure where he's going to go, but I think he's going to probably go back to h6. At the moment he's hitting my pawn on g2, so I'll have to do something about that too. Let's see what happens. Rook d3.
Rook to d3. Right, okay. Right, again, just keep pieces and pawn board with him. I can put the bishop c5, b6. I think f2 at least attacks the g3 square, so you can't actually put a piece there, can he? Bishop to f2.
He's gone bishop f2. What is he doing? Oh, I see. He's gone bishop f2 so that if I try to play knight b3, he can go bishop takes knight and he'll double my pawns up one way or another to compensate for being a pawn down. Yeah, there's some logic in that, but I'm not overly impressed. I think I'll just play g3 and keep my pawn safe for now.
Pawn to g3. Right, Bob's now, he's only got 8 minutes left here, and I've got about 14, so whatever I play up and play quickly. Rook to g5.
Oh, that's a very nice move. Rook g5, I didn't see that. Hitting my bishop on b5. He's bringing his pieces into the game. He's going to try to attack me, there's no doubt about that. He's not here just to make up the numbers. Okay, so I'm not going to go bishop back c4, he'll just swap off and double my pawns. I'm not going to go back to a4 because he can play b5 and that loses a piece. I've got no choice really. Bishop takes knight.
Bishop takes on c6. Pawn takes on c6.
That's it, pawn takes bishop. Now I've got to do something with my knight. It's not doing much on d2, so I like the move knight into f5. It hits his bishop and it also stops him playing his bishop onto d5 because we'll get the swaps off and that'll suit me. I'll remain a pawn up. Let's see what he does now. Yep, knight to f4.
Knight to f4. I don't know. Is he threatening? Rook d8 looks interesting combination. I don't like the look of that. Well, bishop to d7.
He saw my little trick. He's gone back bishop d7. I could have slung in rook to d8 check, king takes, and bishop to f6, and I pick up his rook. And then I've got bishop and knight against the two rooks, but still a pawn up and looking very good. Yeah, it's probably his best move under the circumstances. Anyway, if I go rook into d6, I can then get in front of the f pawn or even the h pawn at some point and stop them advancing, and maybe pick up some of these weak pawns of his. Anyway, rook d6. Let's make some inward ground towards him.
Rook to d6. Oh, right. I'm getting that played in this position, I think. If I move the king attacking his rook, he just puts it either on f6 or h6. Right, okay. I'm trying to randomise it again. Rook to c5.
He's looking at my bishop, which is unprotected. Do I want to move it or do I want to protect it? This is the question. Well, I think maybe the best thing to do is just move my king up, protect it for the time being. I like that move. It's bringing my king into the game for later. Yeah, king g2.
King to b2, defending the bishop, but I could attack the c pawn c2, so I'll play bishop to f5.
To d3, attacking the rook. It may cause him to swap off, and that will suit me. I feel good with that. Then it's bishop against bishop. Let's try it. Knight back to d3. He's played bishop f5, so he's bearing down on my f2 pawn. That pins the bishop. What do I do about that? I don't want to withdraw my rook now I've got it up there. I quite like rook into f6. Oh, you could go back knight to g6. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to play knight to d3, attacking the rook. It may cause him to swap off, and that will suit me. I feel good with that. Then it's bishop against bishop. Let's try it. Knight back to d3.
Right, okay, knight d3 faults both my rook and bishop, so I think bishop takes d3 is forced.
He's taken the knight, bishop takes knight, so pawn takes bishop. 2, 1.
That's surprising. C takes on d3. I was expecting rook takes d3, but I suppose now these time troubles coming into play. Bob's got about 4 minutes left there for all the moves. Okay, rook to h5.
Rook h5. That's annoying. That's a weak pawn. If I move it, I drop the g pawn with the bishop. Didn't see that. Very annoying. What do I do about this? I've got rook takes pawn check, but that brings his king off the back rank. I prefer to leave that pawn alone. Maybe if I play rook f6, hitting the bishop, he can protect it after rook takes pawn. But then I can go rook takes pawn. Oh, he's got rook takes pawn, then he's got to discover attack on my king. I have to go king a3, bishop c5 check, b4, maybe bishop b6. I don't think it's too bad. Blimey, look at my clock. I never realised I've been using up so much time. I've got to move. I'm way down. Okay, rook f6.
Rook to f6. What's he going to do about rook? Rook takes h2.
Taking the pawn, and he's got that disguised threat when he moves the bishop. So as I worked out earlier, I analysed king a3. I will play it. King a3.
King to a3. Right. Bishop takes g3, and I think I'm back in this game actually. That's what's going to cause me a bit of problem, because now I'll probably lose it. Okay, bishop takes g3.
My clock. Man, I've got to be accurate here. I've got to be quick and I've got to be accurate. I'm going to be in trouble. Rook takes pawn.
Rook takes on f7. I really... Bob hasn't got any time, so I'm not going to to think too long about this. I'm going to play quickly bishop to f2. I think h5 might be the better move, but bishop to f2.
Okay, he's gone bishop to my clock. Just don't know what to do about this clock. It's so bad. I'm going to play bishop e5, hit his rook. Bishop e5.
Bishop to e5. Oh right, what's he planning on doing there? Right, okay, bishop to c5 check.
Played bishop e5, hitting his rook, and also threatening check on c7 to win the pawn. He's played bishop c5 check. That means I can hit him twice. His bishop and his rook. Oh, he's got rook to h5, hitting the bishop. Okay, b4 then. b4. I must move quick. b4.
b4. Rook to h5, attacking his bishop.
Yeah, I played b4. Now he's hitting my bishop with rook h5. I've got to play d4. Oh, my clock. I've got just 1 minute left. God.
Pawn to d4. Okay. Bishop to b6.
Back b6. King a4.
Right. Okay. I'm going to attack his pawn on a2. Rook to h7. h2.
My a pawn. I'll just push a pawn on a3.
a3. Right, it's a good thing Bob only had has only got less than 2 minutes here for his position, because with a bit of thought he might have seen bishop takes a2, h2. I think I'll have to move this rook. I wonder where to. I'm just going to stick it on a white square. Rook to h1.
Rook h1, yeah. Well, I just missed winning his rook on h2 with my bishop. That just about sums my day up today. I don't think I can win now. It's probably going to be drawn very shortly. If he offers me a draw, I'll take it. But in the meantime, I'll just play b5.
b5. Oh, what's he trying to do here? Right, pawn takes b5 check.
Takes pawn, no brainer.
King takes on b5. Okay, rook to a1.
Okay, he's gone rook a1 at my pawn, so I'm not going to defend the pawn. I'm going to go king c6 and try and swindle him with a checkmate.
King to c6. Oh, is he trying to mate me here? Right. Okay. Rook to c1 check. He's got that. Not too long now. I'm going to offer a draw here.
So, despite a superior position, Bob Radford was unable to convert a win due to time trouble, but G.A.Harvey defended very well. That concludes the first game of Group A, with both players on 0.5 points. Look forward to seeing you next time.